A lot of people can give you tips on saving money on a hotel because they travel, but I work at a hotel. I know all about the hidden fees that they try to get you with. And I'm here to tell you that you have a lot more power than you think you do. All you really need is a basic understanding of the hidden charges, and I'll be able to tell you exactly how you can avoid them. So let's get started. You can subscribe to my channel. I come out with one new video every Thursday designed to help you save money and a lot of time and stress when you're booking a hotel. And don't forget, if you subscribe, to ring the bell so that you get notified every time a new video posts. The first part of this video is going to go over what the hidden hotel fees are and how you can avoid them. And in the second part of the video, I'm going to tell you how you know if you're going to be charged these fees to begin with. About 75% of the people that I talk to when I'm helping them book a hotel room are unaware of at least one fee that they're going to have to pay. And one good example of that one is the extra person's fee. Now, the extra person's fee is basically any person that is going to be staying in the room that's above the occupancy limit. Most rooms have an occupancy of about 2 people. And if there's a third person joining them, they may have to pay a nightly fee. For instance, if you use a pull-out couch in a room, or if you use a cot in a room, or even if you have an extra child in a room that might not even use either one of those things, you may still have to pay this fee. So the best way to avoid paying this extra person's fee is by selecting a room with the occupancy level of the number of people that you want to book the hotel. Now, this may sound trite and a little redundant, but when you go to a hotel's website and you are looking for a room, you need to make sure and put the number of adults and the number of children that you want staying in the room with you. Otherwise, you're going to get the wrong room. I know this sounds silly, but I can't tell you how many people I have talked to after they booked a hotel room and they didn't put the right number of people in. They just kind of clicked through just to see what was available, and then they end up getting there and the room will not accommodate the number of people that are supposed to stay. Let's move on to fee number 2. This is my least favorite fee, which is the housekeeping or cleaning fee. Now, the housekeeping fee is kind of tricky because none of that money actually goes to the housekeeper. Make no mistake, she or he does not see a penny of it, so please don't forget to tip your housekeeper. Now, there's a few reasons why you may get charged a cleaning fee. One of them is perhaps you trashed your room and you just kind of left it like that. Another way that you may get charged is because you brought a pet. A lot of times a hotel may charge you an additional fee to clean your room because you have a dog with you. Another reason why you might see this fee pop up is if you damaged or broke something during your stay and you did, or maybe you didn't tell the hotel about it, and then they went ahead and they charged you later. The final reason why you may get charged this fee is because the hotel that you're staying at just charges a cleaning fee. They just charge it to everybody because they want to make more money. To avoid a cleaning fee, really there's a lot of hotels that don't charge any kind of a cleaning or housekeeping fee. They don't tack this onto your stay. So you want to look for one of those, and if you're not sure if the hotel that you're looking at is going to charge you that, then pay attention at the second part of the video. I'm going to go and tell you how you can tell if they will be charging you this fee. The next fee is the trickiest fee to avoid, but before we get to that one, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. The third hidden fee that we're getting to is the trickiest fee to avoid, which is the resort fee. Sometimes hotels charge a resort fee to cover the credit card charges that they have to pay when guests use a credit card. So this fee may be between 3 and 5% of your entire stay. The resort fee may also be called something else like a service charge. This fee is pretty tricky because it is growing in popularity. More and more places are charging the service fee because they don't want to pay the extra credit card charges. They want to save all that money for themselves. So it is tricky to avoid, but you can avoid it. I'm going to tell you how. Most chain hotels will charge you this additional resort fee. So you may want to look for a small hotel, and a lot of them are not charging this service fee or resort fee. So fee number 4 is the most obvious fee, but hang in there. It is the non-smoking fee that you get charged if you smoke in a room. So this would be the most obvious fee because obviously just don't smoke in the room and you won't get charged it. But hang in there because there's a couple of tricks that actually make your room smell like smoke that you might be doing and you don't even realize it. And it could force the hotel to charge you this non-smoking fee, which is at least $250. The first thing that you could be doing to get charged this fee is if you have a patio right outside your room, you go outside and you sit down and you smoke. And of course you have an ashtray there, something that you're collecting the ashes in. And then when you get ready to go, or maybe every night, you think, oh, I'm gonna clean up after myself. Great, I'm gonna take the ashes inside, I'm gonna throw them in the trash inside my room. Guess what? That's actually gonna make your whole room smell like a smokestack. I have noticed this before and I've actually charged guests because they've done this, and it makes the whole room smell like somebody's been smoking in there, even though nobody has. So you want to be really careful to get rid of your ashes. Maybe just put them in the trash, but then take the trash out right away. That would solve that problem. The other thing that you may be doing and you don't realize it is if you leave the door open, maybe it's a beautiful day, you leave the door open to the patio or the balcony where you're sitting and smoking, all that smell blows right into the room. No doubt about it. So just close all the doors if you're outside. Be mindful of who's coming in and out behind you or near you so that that smell doesn't waft in and catch into the curtains and the different materials that are in the room and really just soak into them. And then the hotel staff comes in and charges you for it. The next fee is actually called the most wonderful fee. But before we get to that one, I wanted to let you know about a completely free mini workshop that I'm going to be launching soon. It's designed to help you get exactly the hotel that you want. We're going to go through reviews, the location of the hotel that you're looking at, as well as photos that a hotel gives off. And just help you have these tips and tricks under your belt when you go to book a hotel so that you don't get duped into getting something that you don't want. It's also going to save you a lot of money and stress as well. So if you want to join me when that launches, just go down to the description below and there's a sign up down there for you. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what is the most wonderful fee? Well, that is the pet fee. There's 3 different charges that you may get with a pet fee. The first one is a deposit that you could get returned back to you. The second one is a nightly fee that you may pay for your pup. And the third one is also a housekeeping fee. And trust me, you won't get this one back. If you like to travel with your pet, I did do a much more in-depth video about that. So I have several steps in there that are going to help you, and even I talk about service animals and hero animals, so I will have a link down below in the description about that. The easiest way to avoid this fee is just don't bring a pet with you. It's as easy as that. The very last fee that I'm going to talk to you about before we get to part 2 is the most annoying fee, which is the cancellation fee. So you get a cancellation fee if you don't call and cancel your reservation in the time frame that that particular hotel will allow you to, and you end up paying for your entire reservation or maybe half of it, and you don't even go stay at the hotel at all. It's very annoying. Another quick tip that I want to tell you is not to trust travel sites when they're telling you when you can cancel by and get a full refund. Don't trust them. There are a lot of situations when they have the incorrect information and they'll quote you on a date, and that's not the right date. So the best way to avoid having to pay a cancellation fee is by either checking the hotel's policies or just calling them and asking them, which would probably be a lot less boring. All right, we're about to get into part 2 of the video, and this part is going to go over how you know if the hotel is going to charge you. But before we do that, I just want you to comment down below what your biggest struggle is when you're booking a hotel. I'd love to know so that I can help you in the specific areas that you have the biggest problems. All right, let's get on to part 2, where I'm going to tell you how you know if a hotel is going to charge you these extra fees before you book. So the first way that you can tell this is simply by reading the hotel's policies that you're interested in reading. That's right, those 5-page, incredibly boring policies. I don't blame you if you don't want to read them. I don't even like to read them, and I write them for the hotel that I work for. So if that's just not an option for you, I do have another way, and it really is probably the best and fastest way for you to figure out if they're going to be charging you or not for these extra things. And that is by checking the hotel's website. I'm going to walk you through the process. So really the best way to do this is to go to the hotel that you are looking at staying at and selecting the dates that you want to stay. Just pretend like you're going to book a hotel stay. You make sure that you put the right number of people in there. Let's say that we want to have 3 adults and 1 child, and we're going to search their availability. Okay, so they give us the options that we can book. And each of these is going to be full of information. You have to be a little bit of a detective here to find out these extra fees. Okay, so this one has 2 double beds and a kitchen with a dinette. Wonderful. But let's look down here, the rate and cancellation policy. There's a $15 per night plus tax. Oh, look, a resort fee added to all reservations. If you don't cancel it by 72 hours prior to arrival, you don't get any money back. Okay, so far they told us that they have a resort fee, and they also told us that we have to cancel by 72 hours prior to arrival. So after you've looked at the room availability and you've picked out the room that you like, you can now move on to pretend like you're booking that room, and they should give you a few more details about the fees that they're going to be charging you. So let's look at this checkout page. We have mandatory charges. That was the resort fee we just saw. We have the total rate, which is $734. Taxes is $93, and add-ons is $0. Okay, so show rate and add-on details. Perfect. They tell us the room rate per night and the resort fees. So it appears that they will not be charging us any extra person's fees. So that is really all you need to do. You need to just go on the hotel's website and do a little investigative research, and then you can even call the hotel. That's really the third tip that I have for you, is call the hotel, tell them exactly what room you want. Say, I found this on your website. It's the double deluxe suite. There's 3 adults and 1 kid. I just want to make sure there's no additional fees before I go ahead and book it. And believe me, they'll be happy to help you explain any of these fees as well. So this should equip you and arm you with all of the information that you need to avoid as many of these hotel fees as possible, any of these hidden charges, and also just to make it so that everything is upfront. So if there is a resort fee, at least you know that what you're paying for is what that is. I hope this video was really helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. I will see you next Thursday for another information-packed video about hotel travel. Have a wonderful week, and God bless.